Hey guys, it's Lauren and welcome to my February update. I have a few things to show you today, so let's go ahead and get started. I have for this month, I have a couple of whips. I have two new starts and one finish. So I'm pretty proud of myself for the month of February. I actually don't have too much haul, which is kind of surprising. And the haul that I do have to show you today is actually a haul that I had ordered from back a long time ago. One from November actually, and then one from January, and I just forgot to show you guys. First of all, I just want to represent and say Happy National Cat Day. I believe it is today or yesterday. I was seeing a whole bunch of posts on Facebook about it. So for those of you who have cats, just show them your extra love today, I guess. I have two cats. I have Star and Shasta, and they're quite the personalities, I should say. They both have their own unique traits, as many cats do. So in celebration of National Cat Day, I actually wore my Superman cat shirt. So I'm going to be going out and about today and celebrating National Cat Day on my own. So I am very much a dog person, but somehow I've ended up with cats. My husband really seems to be very fond of cats. Also, happy belated Valentine's Day to those of you who celebrate Valentine's Day or don't celebrate Valentine's Day. My husband and I don't really celebrate it that much. We try to keep it pretty low key because restaurants and everything get busy. I really like to think of Valentine's Day really more so as a start to crawfish season here in the Texas area. I have a lot of friends who've gone out for crawfish and I'm dying to go. I'm going to try to convince my husband to maybe go tonight. I don't think it will take much convincing since he also loves crawfish. So, I hope you guys have had a great month and have really enjoyed it. It's been super, super busy for me. I have just been slammed with work. And so I've been working a lot of hours. I've been coming into work early, leaving late. Just a lot of stuff going on. Nothing bad, just really, really busy. And I've been given a couple of really big projects that to work on. And so I've been trying to make sure that I've been giving those the time and attention they deserve, which means that some of my cross stitching has been put aside. By the time I'm coming home, I'm just really, really tired. So by the time I eat dinner, I'm pretty much eating dinner, taking a shower, and going to bed. So my stitching has lacked a little bit, but I feel like I've actually made some good progress. This year has been nice for me because I've been doing smaller projects. I haven't had as many big projects, and I think that kind of keeps me going, especially in times where I feel like I just want to start something new or I get distracted and want to work on something else. When you work on a big project, it kind of consumes you, so having some smaller projects to work on and get done has been really nice. So my two stitch alongs that I have not stitched on those. I've let those fall behind a little bit so that when I start working on them again that I have a little bit bigger pattern areas to work on. Those two I will probably start back again soon because they've now both had two releases. So I will be probably either this week or next week getting back to working on those so that I can make sure I get caught back up on those sales. I want to kind of try and stay up on top of it. The first one that I have to show you is my progress on I Solemnly Swear, which is from an Etsy shop. Fiddlesticksau is the shop on Etsy that I got this pattern from, and I believe I had just started this when I showed you guys in January, so I have a lot of progress. This is where I am. So I believe I kind of started just on this kind of little bottom squiggle here below the M. Obviously I finished all of Solemnly. This part right here, this is going to be the I, and then these little squiggles kind of go up and around, and there's an owl as well that sits there on the pattern. So I'm excited to continue to work on this. I did get a little bit burnt out on it. I kind of was working on this nonstop for a while, and I've kind of decided I wanted to put this aside as I had some other patterns that I wanted to work on. For those of you who watched my last video, and hello to all of my new subscribers. I believe I have about 137 new subscribers, so welcome all of you who are coming and visiting me for the first time. I appreciate all of the support and thumbs up and everything that I got on my last video. But this pattern is for my friend Jason. I am hoping to have this pattern done by his birthday in June. I think his birthday is early June-ish, and it stitches up pretty fast. There's no back stitching or anything I need to do on this. This is all full cross stitch, and it's all in DMC, so it's not any specialty threads or anything like that. So I feel confident that I can have this done, and I will probably continue to work on this once I catch up maybe on my sales and finish up some other things. So excited about that. The next thing that I have for you guys is a new start and a finish for me. There is a designer on Etsy that I have discovered called FuzzyFoxDesigns, and her patterns are just absolutely adorable. I have seen a few of her patterns on Etsy that I really love, that I'm kind of wanting to buy but trying to keep myself from buying because I have so much stuff I want to do right now. But she had a free pattern posted on her Facebook group, so if you search Fuzzy Fox Designs, you can find it there. And I fell in love with this pattern. I thought it was perfect for Valentine's Day. It was free. There were only a few colors of DMC that you actually needed to stitch it, and it's my first pattern that I was really able to customize to kind of make my own. If you follow me on Instagram, which my Instagram handle is lifeinstitches87, you will have seen this, but I'm really excited to get to show you guys in person because I have a little bit of natural light today, so you may be able to see some of the stuff that I did. So this is called I Love You by Fuzzy Fox Designs. I'll try to hold it pretty close. And this was a start and a finish for me. I want to say this took about, gosh, this is crooked. I want to say this took me about 7 days to actually finish, and I customized the sheep a little bit. So the sheep that is here, that's the sheep that represents my husband, of course. My husband is a huge U of H Cougars fan, always has been, and graduated from the University of Houston. He always wears Cougar gear, so I made sure to put the little U of H logo there. And if I can kind of get in a little bit closer, you can see that he has a mustache. And my husband has always had facial hair and has a mustache currently, so I wanted to make sure to include that. On the female sheep here, and my natural light is dwindling a little bit, but I actually used acrylic blending filament with the white DMC, so she sparkles a bit. She also has painted toenails and fingernails and lipstick and some eyelashes to kind of represent me. So this was a really quick stitch. It was wonderfully fun. I was able to give it to my husband on Valentine's Day, and he just absolutely loves it. So I just love the cute little sentiment behind it, and so I just ironed and I did not wash this. I was afraid with the red and the white that it was going to turn the white pink. So I decided not to wash this, but I did just iron it. I think I need to iron it a little bit more. I'm going to be taking this to Hobby Lobby today to go get it framed. So I really love that. I did, for those of you who are interested, I just stitched this on a scrap piece of 28 count mushroom Lugana, and I used the called for DMC threads, other than I added just a couple of those extra little touches in the pattern itself. The last thing that I've actually been working on has been a new start for me. This was something that I started on Valentine's Day, which I thought was very appropriate. For those of you who have watched my videos and my plans for 2017, one of the things that I was hoping on doing was doing all of the seasonal band samplers from Dinky Dyes. My husband bought me a Chatelaine for Christmas, and so I wanted to have some practice in stitching with silks, practice in stitching different specialty, what am I trying to say? Specialty stitches, and it has beads and stuff in it as well, and a lot of Krennic. And so I haven't stitched with Krennic as much other than the blending filament, which is pretty easy to work with. So I decided I wanted to start on it, and I want to stitch along kind of with each of the seasons. So this is the, it's actually still winter, but I thought this was just totally appropriate to stitch for Valentine's Day. This is the Spring Hearts sampler, band sampler. Now, each of these patterns are really great because the called for threads and everything that you need are usually just 2 to 3 skeins of dinky dyes, a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, about 2 or 3 different colors of Krennic, and then usually 1 package of beads is what you need to finish each of these. So this is the one for spring. And I'll kind of show you, I did, when I kitted this up, I got, these are just the 2 different colors of dinky dyes, silks that you needed. And then this one had 3 Krennics and 1 color of beads. And some of these, like the 002 number 4 braid, or is this number 8 braid? Number 4 braid that I have in here is actually also going to be used on the summer band sampler. So I did get an opportunity to start a little bit of this, and I love it. It's one of those things that people say that it doesn't really show up well on film or show up well in pictures, but it's absolutely beautiful in person. All of these I am stitching on the same fabric because I hope to frame these together. Sorry, I got fuzz on my lips. Where is my little packet? Because I had the, oh, I remember what color it is at least. I can't find my, oh, here it is. I'm stitching this on 28 count Lugana in a color called Whisper. It's kind of a tannish gray. It's more gray than tan. It's a fairly new color, but I think it looks really pretty with all of the different colors. I'll show you guys kind of my progress. This is how much I have done thus far. The hearts that are at the top are actually just 1 color of dinky dyes, but it has a few different colors in each of the threads, and so it looks really, really beautiful. So the variegation's really pretty on that. The vines that are done right below the hearts are done in the Krennic 002 in the number 4 braid. And there are lazy daisies that are done kind of as the leaves. And then there's some Krennic in the middle that's kind of a smaller little heart, and right above that, the little diamond that will have a bead in the middle is also done in Krennic. The bottom row that you see there is just a satin stitches done in a Krennic. One thing I have as a question for you guys who stitch with Krennic a lot is that these number 8 braids, they're kind of thick. And so I'm stitching this with a size 26 needle. But as I use my needle threader to kind of pull it, it does kind of shred the Krennic, the tip of the Krennic a little bit, which is fine. I've worked kind of my way around it, and I do fasten the Krennic to the end of my needle to kind of help it stick. But I just didn't know if there was a better way to thread this Krennic and to make sure that it doesn't shred. I am finding that I'm able to use decently long strands of it. I really haven't had too much of a problem with it. I know a lot of people run into issues with it. I've never stitched with petite treasure braid before, so I don't really have a comparison. But I'm really enjoying this. I plan on continuing to stitch on this and make some great progress. So yeah, so I really love it. I think it's turning out just really, really nice. So I look forward to stitching the rest of these, and I think they'll look really cool in my house once I'm done. Those are really all of the whips that I have. The rest of what I have for you is really related to haul, and like I said, this is haul that's kind of carry over from the end of last year into this year. And the first really exciting thing that I have for you is, for those of you who may know, is that my husband purchased a chatelaine kit for me for Christmas. This is blue Moroccan lace. It's a fairly new pattern from Chatelaine, and the kit is not terribly expensive. And I was really, really impressed with that. I am very pleased with, I got the kit from, it comes tied in this nice little ribbon from European Cross Stitch, for those of you guys who are interested. It's a great company, but I will tell you that my husband did order this back in November. I think he mentioned like the week after Thanksgiving. So just be patient as they try to kit all of this stuff up. Obviously, it's a lot of silks, a lot of beads, and I kind of knew going in when my husband told me he was getting this for me that it was going to take a little bit of time. The pattern and everything is really, really nice, and the kit that she puts together is really nice. I've taken it apart a little bit, but I'm going to show you kind of what I got inside. if you've ever seen her kits before, she gives you all of the called for beads and silks and threads that you need for this. This pattern is done solely in beads and silks. There's no DMC colors or anything like that, but it does have all of the beads that you need. She even sends you some beading needles that you need specifically for the pattern. And then all of the silks and the petite treasure braid and everything I need, she has put in these wonderful floss away bags. So I have all the silks and everything in there, and then you can see all of the petite treasure braid and everything that is needed for the pattern. So, and it comes packaged really, really nicely. I'm really pleased with it. She did a really great job with it, and the colors on this are just, they're beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to stitching this. McKenna, when I was asking you kind of about what fabric and stuff you were using for Nightmare, that's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do is a gray linen for this pattern. I'm not sure if this is going to be a start for me for 2017. I may be doing this in 2018. I really want to get through these band samplers first and kind of see how I feel, but I'm not terribly intimidated by it. I actually looked through the pattern, and the specialty stitches and stuff on here are explained really, really well, and I feel like I can actually tackle this. The pattern's not ginormous. This is not a huge chatelaine, so I really, really I really think I'm going to enjoy doing this. So thank you to European Cross Stitch for sending this to me. I'm really excited to get started on that soon. The last piece of haul that I have for you in celebration of National Cat Day was actually something that I saw that was a total impulse buy from the Hirschner's magazine. I had seen these online, and I just thought my husband would die if I ever stitched these. So I got this as a kit. It's a craft waist kit. It's actually needlepoint in plastic canvas, and is it called something? Oh, it just says kitten coasters and holder. So I got this kit, and mostly because it kind of looks like my cat's. I have a cat that looks just like this. His name is Star. He's got blue eyes, so I'll probably change his eyes to blue. But I have a white cat that looks just like that. And then kind of a combination of these two cats. Shasta is black and gray, and then he kind of has these white spots, just like this cat. So I don't know. I guess I just thought like it would just be something really easy to stitch up. It comes with the felt that you need, the instructions. It comes with all the called for threads and needles and everything that you need to do it. It doesn't look hard. Be some kind of like an easy stitch or something one day when I decide I'm bored and really want to stitch that. So that goes in my stash. And then the only other thing, so I got my first Just Cross Stitch magazine in the mail. I had a digital subscription, and I changed it to get a printed subscription. I just like having the physical magazine itself instead of going online. I feel like I'm going to forget what patterns and stuff I like if all I have is a digital subscription. So I was kind of excited because whenever magazines come wrapped in plastic, it usually means that there's a freebie or something good on the inside of the magazine. And for those of you who are my age, I'm about 29 years old, almost 30. I guess I just had to chuckle when this was the freebie that was included in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, which it is a advertisement or a information about subscription to AARP. So safe to say I probably won't be using that. I have worked in healthcare for a long time, so I know a lot of seniors who really value AARP. They're a great company. They have a lot of benefits. But I just thought that was really funny. I was like, I guess this is the freebie that I get. I subscribe to the World of Cross Stitching. Oh, that was the one thing I forgot. The World of Cross Stitching. The World of Cross Stitching actually had a really great freebie in their December release of their magazine. And I'm actually going to pause this real quick because I want to go get it and I want to show you. So hold please. Okay, I'm back. So I got this as a freebie. This was either for the January or I think this may have been for January magazine or December, but it came with this little freebie, which is this cute little book that's a Stitcher's Diary that has, it actually has a whole bunch of charts inside for these cute little designs and stuff here, but it's a diary. So it has like all of the different dates and stuff in there so you can keep track of what you've actually stitched. So you can kind of see what I've been doing. A lot of you guys are keeping journals and stuff like that, but really for me, I just want to know like what did I stitch on what day. So like I'll just write down kind of on the different dates what it is that I actually worked on that day. That gives me a little bit of an idea of how many days out of the year that I actually stitch. So and at the beginning of each month is a cute little design, and all the charts for these are actually located in the back of the book. I'll kind of hold it back so you can kind of see. So all the charts and stuff are in the back. So it's a really, really cute idea. This is probably the best freebie that I've ever received from a magazine. So if you're interested, I don't know if any copies are still available, but I'm sure you can find them on eBay or things like that. But the magazine itself, there weren't as many patterns and stuff as I liked in it, but I thought this was like way worth it. I thought this was really, really cute. So that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys all have a fantastic February. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Thank you for liking my videos. And I just hope you have a great rest of the month and a great stitchy week. I'll see you guys next month in March. Bye.